Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, barbecue heads of all ages. It is I, Cowboy Kev. It is Sunday night. That means one thing and one thing alone. That means it's time for the Barbecue Chat Show. Guys, I am your host, Cowboy Kev. Our boy Mikey K is a little delayed. He will be here as soon as he gets his ass back home. He had some shit to do today and is stuck in traffic. So we're going to get going now just because I've got nothing better to do. And I'm going to drink some beer, talk to you guys, and Knox, what's up, buddy? And wait for Mikey to get here. Guys, if you haven't been following and you don't know, go check us out on YouTube. Every Wednesday, this show that you're watching now, if you're watching live on Instagram, we put it out on the YouTube. You can find us at BBQchat on YouTube. Masshole Chef, what's up, buddy? You can find us over there on YouTube. Eventually, we want to put up some other stuff and do some more stuff. But great way to come and watch the show if you cannot watch it on a Sunday, or if you'd rather watch it a different way or listen to it instead of watching us. If you don't like seeing our ugly mugs, not going to blame you for watching it over there, because a lot of times you can play those without actually having to listen or without actually having to watch us. So, guys, do go check us out over there. Give us a follow. We're trying to build that up. Blinky, what's up, bud? So, big thing this weekend, for those of you that watched, was Eggtoberfest. Pretty cool. They did some cool stuff. Blinky, what's up, bud? Which was really cool to watch. What they do. Our buddy Mel did two hogs. If you actually watched what was going on, he did two hogs. He did one Friday night for the VIPs and one Saturday on a 2XL, which looked fantastic. So that was a pretty cool event to watch all the stuff going down at that this weekend. And we have coming up, we have the Jack, which is, again, another huge barbecue event. 16th hole of Don Shula's golf course in Miami. Nice. But the cook was awesome. Buddy of mine went to it. Now that they will say I was getting behind the scenes photos from people. What's up, Jay? As it was going on and being harassed that my ass wasn't down there. So yeah, that's what I was doing. Pretty cool event. I really wish some other manufacturers would jump on that bandwagon and get doing something like that. I think it would be really cool. I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. And, don't get me wrong. I love KCBS and I like competing, but the Egg Fests are pretty cool in that they're a lot more laid back. For those of you that haven't been to one or seen one, they're a lot more laid back than the KCBS, which is pretty cool. There's some of them are competition, some of them aren't. But it's pretty neat to see the crazy things that people come up with, and cook on at those events. Like I said, Mel did two whole hogs. Yes, they were tiny, but he still did two of them on a 2XL. The other thing, for those of you that were paying attention, if you are somebody that is into the big green egg world, they were using a actual big green egg rotisserie. Yes, the rotisserie, the often joked about accessory that's been everybody known, it's been kicking around for a long time. Looks like it's finally going to be coming. Titletown was using one, and he was cooking. Him and Mel did some picanha on one. Looked fantastic, but pretty cool to see those guys still coming out. Charlie, what's up? Still coming out with accessories. I'm really stoked to see that rotisserie. I think it's got a lot of cool potential. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have been running the Jotisseries for a while now on their big green eggs. Mikey is stuck in some traffic. So he'll be on in a bit, but no, the rotisserie, Charlie, I may need one for the Egg Fest. So for those of you who don't know, there is a pretty big Egg Fest, or working its way towards being very big. The New England Egg Fest coming in the spring. I will be cooking at it. So will a lot of other people. There's going to be some really cool people there. I'm not going to spoil announcements and things like that, but if you know who they are, you know who they are. Dude, I want that rotisserie. I think we could do some cool stuff on one. Unless I got to fight like Captain Ron or somebody for it. But yeah, it's going to be down in Southbury, Connecticut. The boys at Chatfield, True Value there. They're going to be running it, and it's going to be a freaking blast. Yeah, Masshole, come on down. You'll see me posting it on my regular page. You'll probably you'll see us post about it on the Barbecue Chat page. I'm hoping to do some live. We're gonna hopefully do some lives from it, do some cool stuff. We're all probably gonna do some demos, etc., and have a lot of fun. It should be a really cool event. So, and yeah, come on down to it, dude. I see Max coming down. Yeah, 11 so far. So there's 11 of us so far. So there might not hurt, Masshole, if you want to come cook. It'll be we'll be releasing names soon. I'll be good. I won't spoil your fun. But it's going to be an awesome event. Chatfield did their first one last year, and it was awesome. So we will be going down there and cooking. We're not quite sure, but now that I see that rotisserie, the wheels are turning here on what we might be able to pull off and do at this event, because that would be really fun to show that new rotisserie off. So it was awesome for the first year. It was fantastic. So we're super excited to be part of it. This year I ended up semi being part of it because I ended up on helping out somebody on their cooker, because I happened to be down there and I ended up cooking stuff. It's kind of what happens when you're somebody into this stuff. You end up sucked into it and cooking, and that got me hooked. And I told them that day I will be back in the spring to cook at it. So it'll be really cool. It's going to be fun. There's some really cool people coming. I wouldn't be mad having 15 teams. There you go. So Masshole, if you want to come down, like I said, I will tell you C-Mac is, because he's already posted about it and everything. So I will put his name out there. He was there this year, and for those that don't know, he is one of the newest Team Big Green Egg guys. So he's actually, I think he's down. I think he's down with Buddha right now, and then he's going to go see Captain Ron. He was supposed to be with Buddha. Yeah, all those guys. I'll hold the other names. All right, we'll let you. Um, but yeah, so C-Mac, Big Paul on the grill, and I'm sure that means Little Jules will be with him, which she is badass. She's a wicked cool girl. Um, Chris Sussman, the barbecue Buddha. Nestor, what's going on, buddy? Um, and if you guys don't know Captain Ron, well, just follow Fogo Charcoal and you will learn all about Captain Ron. Fun ass guy, real cool. We hung out down in Florida, and I'm hoping to go do that one again this year with my boy, with Mikey, and doing the fire and smoke, and doing some cooking this time instead of just selling stuff. So we'll have to bring some Northeast down. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll have to that. Hey, anybody's got some kids that want to come and compete? There we go. So, Jules will be heading it. For those that didn't watch, down at Big Green at the Inktoberfest, Jules was there cooking up a storm right next to right next to Titletown, and C-Mac and all of those guys. So she's one to watch. She definitely got some skills. She might be more fun than her father is too. More because she can pick on him. So awesome event. So 2 juniors going. That's cool. Hopefully we'll see some more. I am working on bringing somebody else out with me, or getting somebody else to come down with me. So let's see. He made it. He survived the traffic. Mikey made it. Let's get Mikey in here as fast as we can. Just because, yo. So, come on. Accept. Go live.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Cheer Dad. We've been talking about Inktoberfest and some of the cool stuff. Did you see what actually showed up there? Did you see what
No.
actually was shown there? And
I'm
you
guessing the rotisserie,
finally,
but I don't know.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. The rotisserie finally showed its face.
It only took fucking 10 years. So,
It
what?
only took everybody else buying the one for
For the
Kamado
fucking
Joe.
Kamado Joe. Yeah. Just had to bastardize it. It's fine.
What's up, buddy?
I got to have Yingling with lunch today, which was nice.
Oh, nice. Nice. Little change of pace for you.
True. Yeah. Matt, Big Green Egg is, they're behind the game, but at the same time, like, they're so, like, they're such dinosaurs when they move. It takes so fucking long.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
For them to move shit. So,
Well, and one thing I do know they try very hard to do, and sometimes it's to their detriment. They try to make sure that their whatever else new they come with will work in the older stuff,
yes.
which
Yeah.
is good, but there's a point where
You got to let it go.
you got to let it go. You know, somebody
Like,
that's had Southern Prides are nice. I'll take an old Hickory.
same shit, different name.
Yeah, their cookers don't move very easy either.
They don't. I mean, but they're not meant to.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they're not meant to be competition cookers. They're
no,
meant to be backyard cookers at home.
yeah,
You know, like that's what they are.
yeah. No, that's exactly what they are, and that's why one of the things I was talking about before you got here. So, um, we're going to be having that one here, and Charlie was here from Chatfield and stuff, and you know, what's really cool and what I've really liked about the Egg Fest and watching stuff that happened at Eggtoberfest and everything. There's just such a different vibe from a KCBS
Oh, absolutely.
because it's not. It's some of them are competitive. Don't get me wrong. Not all of them are. Some of them are,
Yeah.
but it's much more creative.
Well, you have
And
more
what's
freedom, right? I mean,
yeah,
there's a lot
exactly.
more freedom.
Yeah,
And then you get more freedom, you get I think a lot less stress for a lot of these guys.
yeah. Well, you're not worrying about boxing it and turning times, and you
Correct.
know, if your food isn't, you don't necessarily have to be the first one ready to serve. And
No, and I was going to say that you're also not on a time like a time. You are on a timeline in a sense, but you're not on a time crunch.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
like
It can be whatever you need it to be. The
you
cooker
don't
itself.
have to be there. It's not like okay, I have to have I have to have my chicken done by 9:30. Like if I don't have my chicken done by 9:30, it's not getting sauce. It's not getting in the box. It's not. You
My
know,
day's over. Yeah, go home.
yeah. Or like if ribs, whatever, the ribs need to go a little longer. Okay.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
So some have competitions, some aren't. A lot of them for
Oktoberfest.
competition.
Well, the big one that just happened, like the Oktoberfest, um, that was a competition. There is a competition part of it. There's people's choice.
Yeah, and that's what the competitions are usually people's choice.
Yeah. So in a way, like you are beneficial to be one of the first people serving because you might be able to get more
Suck
people.
people in before, yeah,
Yeah. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
whatever.
yep. But if you're not the first person, you're not the first one out. So we'll say maybe you've still got some food and you're picking them up on that end too.
Sure.
So there's different ways to look at that.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm saying it's not like the worst. It's also not the bad. Like
Yeah,
it's not like a competition where it's like okay, turning time's 11, go.
it very much can be a popularity contest.
Sure.
It can be a popularity
Matt's just
contest,
mad
and
because I'm more popular than him.
it can be a popularity contest, and it can be a selling contest. If I can sell you to come and eat my food and think
Sure.
mine's better, I win.
Absolutely. Well, that's a big part of it.
Yeah. Having
Like,
somebody out front that can talk and sell and talk the talk, walk the walk is just as
yeah.
much. And that's it's one thing I think people in barbecue sometimes you've got people that are fantastic at selling their product and explaining it and talking about it. And then you
Sure.
have other people that are just, I'll call it mutes about it. And I
Well,
think,
look at Memphis in May.
yeah, that's half the contest is selling.
That's two, well, because it's two competitions, right, that are going on at
Yeah.
the same time. And isn't it? It's the Memphis one, right? The Memphis
Well,
Barbecue
they
Association
well
that
they
does the
both
in-person judging.
well both so they have to for you have to turn in a box, and that's part of your score, and you get in-person judging. That's another part.
Okay, but that yeah,
So
but
both
there's in-person judging, and
correct.
that's part of like
You got to
these
be able to
judges.
sell yourself.
You can't just open a box and be like, well, fucking eat my food. Good luck,
Correct.
right?
You got to wine and dine and schmooze and put on a show. And that's why so many of these big cooks, Memphis in May is a money contest, though. Any team that's winning has an entire team behind them. Oh, absolutely. You got it.
True.
Because you've got a team. Most of them, you're cooking for the turn-in box and you're cooking for the on-site judging. And that's
Yeah.
actually two separate cooks because
Yeah.
one has to get pulled apart and look really good to hand into the judges, and one has to stay there looking good so when the judges show up, they can see what you're doing and what you've done.
Yeah.
You know, and as silly as it sounds, if you watch some of the old barbecue pitmaster shows, like one of the things Myron does, he makes the whole team, like when they're done, like clap and thank them. Like, as silly as that sounds,
It's a thing.
it's a thing.
Just like, I mean, there's the whole like selling point at a restaurant,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you might fucking have really good food, but if you can't sell it, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yep.
You know?
100%. You know, when we've joked about it on here, how many times you've cooked food for pictures that you didn't want to eat because you knew it wasn't good, but it looked good.
Yeah.
And
And
that
I'm like, oh my god, that
thing,
must have been really good. And now I took a bite and it fucking sucked.
yeah,
But
but it
there's
looked
times
good.
where you like, you know, you fucking eat something and it's like, yeah, it doesn't look the best, but it's fucking amazing.
I hope Mike and Amanda clap for me when I try. And just be happy you don't get a boot in the ass.
I mean, are you planning on doing that? I mean, that's kind of cool. So, no, but you know what I mean? That's one of the hard things is like you have to sell it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And that's a thing that not everybody can do.
A lot of people can't do it.
Yeah. I mean,
A lot of people can't.
no. And as silly as it sounds, it's as much doing what we're doing here. And for those of you that have been with us for a long time, I'm sure you can tell we've gotten much more comfortable at this. And
I like doing it in the nude.
yeah, Mike likes doing it when he gets to be in a hot tub. What's going on? So, no, it's definitely, you got to be ready. You got to be ready to go, and you got to be on your game.
Well, how many people like when they do like, you know, in-person judging for the first time are like, man, I don't like, fuck, I'm worried. Like, I'm worried about this, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what I'm gonna say. And they do. You know,
They and ah.
they mumble their words. So we
Yeah.
cooked for you, and it's actually funny. So I was at NBBQA, and they were doing a seminar on like getting publicity for your barbecue restaurant and getting on TV and like what to do.
Yeah.
And the girl was from Sonny's Barbecue.
Okay.
Big name. They're probably on TV quite a bit.
Yep.
They have a whole press team, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they get their pitmaster in front of the camera quite a bit. Well, she's teaching the class. And I think she used the word like 740 times in a 45-minute class.
In a class that you, in theory, should have had base crib notes, what
And
you're
she's
going to
like,
do.
either it was the word like or she used you know,
Like,
she's like, you don't want to go on TV and say a lot. And I was like,
like you just did.
question? Like, exactly what you're doing? Like, don't do anything you're learning in this class. Do the exact opposite.
That's
And
funny.
we're sitting in the back, just sitting in the back of the class. And I'm just being like, well, maybe we shouldn't like say this, you know, and Amanda's like, shut up. She's like, you're gonna get us in trouble. And I'm like, well, I'm just being honest. You can use the word like, you can use the word you just don't want to start every fucking sentence with it and
Sentence with
every
it.
thought with it. Because you sound like a fucking idiot.
Mikey, see what's going on, bud?
What up,
So,
brother?
no, you watch a lot of these people, and you can see the people that have grown with it and changed with it and learned.
And got comfortable.
And I get it. It's not for a lot of people to sit and do what we're doing would be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It would be uncomfortable. And as silly as it sounds, just sitting and staring at your phone doing this and practice.
Mm-hmm.
And play with it and find your voice and get a
Oh, when you say
rhythm.
play with it, do you mean like OnlyFans? Or?
Nice job, dude. That's
Very
fucking
nice job, my
awesome.
friend. Good job.
Congrats. That's awesome. We'll drink to that. I'm surprised Mikey's not drinking more since he had to deal with traffic.
Oh, traffic was shit. Um, traffic was really bad. It was bad. Very, very bad.
How'd your pop
Very,
up
very
last
bad.
night come?
Not bad.
Better than the one earlier?
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
good.
don't know if people are stupid or if I've already lost my patience for stupid questions.
Probably a little bit of both.
Like, I get there's no dumb question.
Just dumb people.
Well, like, there's the whole, like, you know, like the saying where it's like, there's no stupid question, just ask. The worst they can say is no.
That's somebody that doesn't get asked a lot of questions.
Maybe think. Maybe think of, like, the logistics before you ask said questions.
Should be eating. By the time we're doing these lives, we don't want to eat.
Good, dude. Sorry.
I will say I smoked some short ribs today and did some corn.
Ooh,
That was my dinner.
big
But I
lump of
do that.
knobs.
What?
Corn. Corn. Big lump of knobs. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have.
So, like last night, dude walks up to the truck, reads the whole menu, goes, guys got any off menu items? Like desserts? No. Oh, well, I was kind of hoping for a dessert.
If I had a dessert, it would say it on there. And last time I checked,
No.
I'm not a dessert trailer.
Yeah, like, no. Put barbecue sauce on anything and make it sweet.
Give me a finger.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then this lady walks up and she's like, "Do you guys have buns?" No, we don't do buns. We're a pretty heavy meat truck, and we're in breweries, so most people don't want bread.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping for like some bread. You don't have any like bread, just like maybe stored away in back. This is a truck that is a perishable item. Yeah, let me just knock off the mold off this fucking ciabatta bread and fucking give it to you. Like, what? And like we have cornbread, so we're like, so my worker's like, well, we have cornbread. She's like, well, I really wanted just like regular bread.
No such thing as regular bread.
And she like walked away. I looked at the girl that works for us. I'm like, yeah, I want a blowjob every morning, but we're not getting everything we want.
Yeah.
Like, keep dreaming.
Yeah. No shit.
Like hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
But we didn't do bad.
Wish in this hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up first.
Yeah. Like, didn't do bad. I was exhausted by the end of the night, though. It's fucking dead.
I believe it from talk to you.
Dude, so the first event that we're at this, like, we're at a park. And it's like, this park's gigantic, okay? And there's like soccer fields on one side, there's baseball fields on one side, there's football fields in this like giant park. And they're like, okay, well, we're by the baseball fields. And I was like, okay, cool. Finally find where I need to go. They're like, we need you here. And I'm like, awesome. This is going to be a pain in the ass to get out of. Because where we were, it was 4 baseball fields that came together, right?
Yeah.
And then they had the concession stand, like, normally right in the middle. So they wanted me parked, like, almost by, like, by one of them, right? And they're like, and all you got to do when you want to leave, they're like, you'll just go around. So that way you don't have to back out, because, like, I had to drive into this, like, area. And there wasn't enough room because of fencing for me to, like, back out and then turn and go, whatever. And I knew that I was not going to, like, if I had to back it out, I guess I could have.
But it would have been a pain.
It would have been a super pain in the ass, because I had, through the gate, there, because they don't have cars go down there, I don't think. Right? So the gate to get in is, I think I had like 6 inches on one side and like 10 inches on the other. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And at that point, it turns too.
So you got to pivot through it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, man, trying to back that out, not being able to fully see, because there's trees on this side.
Oh.
That's going to be a tight one, right?
So now, what were you there? Was there like a tournament going on?
We were there for, it was called Helping Paws. So it was a 5K run for for the shelter, right? And then it was like they did like a couple like different dog events and shit like that.
Yeah.
Where they were like, oh, they did like, I don't know, they did like a dog walk. It was all just to raise money for the shelter. You know what I mean?
Oh, cool.
Which is great, yeah. they didn't do like an adoption or anything like that. So there wasn't like you could adopt dogs. I
Yeah.
kind of wish they did in a sense, because
Yeah,
that
I don't know
always
why you wouldn't.
draws. Well, that draws way more people out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then there's
Yeah.
people like, oh, there'll be dogs. Let's go see if we want to adopt one.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. But when I went to go like turn, when I was getting out to go turn, they neglected to tell me how tight the turn would be. Because on the other side there were bushes. So you can't drive through the bushes.
Yeah.
And the path was literally like, I think you could maybe like getting a car down it would be tight. So a truck and trailer?
Basically shouldn't be in there.
No. Should not have been. And like, I was cleaning up and I was going to be leaving. I was the last to leave.
Because you had to wait till
Like,
you could get through.
yeah. And they all like bailed. Everyone was gone. So I'm like, I know like I was allowed to be there, but it's like you kind of look kind of weird because you're like, oh, I'm just driving on a place that says no vehicles.
Yeah.
You know
By
what I mean? So
myself,
like, by
dum-de-dum.
myself, and it doesn't look like there's an event anywhere around because there was no signage either. There was no like, hey, the dog event's this way. So I'm like, I look like an asshole right now. Like if somebody doesn't know what the fuck we were doing, they're like, why the fuck was he over there?
You look more of an asshole than normal.
Yeah. And then of course I'm going from that event to my next one. So I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm not eating my fucking food. I'm like, what can I stop and get
That I can fit.
that I can fit? Exactly.
And that's what
And,
people
you
don't
know,
think about.
that's the hard part, right? So I'm like, fuck.
Just like I'm sure you have your gas stations that you like to go to because you can get in and out of them.
Yeah. But I'm also driving like a total different way because, you know, we were out in Crystal Lake and then we had to go to Lake Zurich, which I know you don't know where the fuck that is, but it's not a path that I normally take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like normally.
So it's not like you even know, like, hey, I can swing by here to get food or.
No, I know the area enough to be dangerous. But I'm like, where can I park the trailer?
Yeah.
Because a lot of these shopping centers are just your very basic like shopping center. You know what I mean? Or like McDonald's parking lots. I drive into a McDonald's parking lot, I'm blocking
Yeah.
60% of their parking.
Well, even if it's one that does like that brings in like the buses and stuff, you're still longer than what the bus is.
In that area, there's none of those. So you're basically like they're all small like not small parking lots, but you know what I mean? They're all like
average
parking lots where it would be like
it's just enough of a pain in the ass to make you not want to do it.
Exactly. And a lot of the parking lots, unfortunately, what they'll do is they'll do like 5 spots and then like a tree. And then like 5 spots and then a tree.
So you can't even park like
I can't fit in 5 spots, right? I need more to fit. So I'm like, okay, fuck. And then I'm like, there's a grocery store that backs up into a McDonald's. Like their parking lot backs up into the McDonald's. I'm like, so what I can do is I can park at the grocery store, right? And then I'll just walk over. Do that. I get up to the door. They're like, sorry for the inconvenience. This McDonald's is drive-through only. like, you motherfuckers.
Did you look at him and go, how am I supposed to drive that through your fucking door?
Yeah, like, although the other day I did see a fucking fifth wheel go through a fucking McDonald's drive-through. How?
I mean,
I don't know. But
I guess you got to know exactly which McDonald's you're trying to go through.
yeah, 'cause you got to know if they have an awning.
Yeah.
Because usually their awning, that's the other thing. Their awnings are usually only like 8 something.
Yeah.
My trailer's 10.6 with
Yeah.
the, you know, with the
With
AC
the-
unit and with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can't go through that.
No.
But I was like, fuck. So I ended up just going into the grocery store. And
Going to the deli and everything.
well, the grocery store, this grocery store is called Jewel. It's a Chicago kind of based grocery store, but they do fried chicken
Oh, cool.
at the deli counter, and I was like, cool. I'll just fucking get some fried chicken, like perfectly fine. And then they had tater tots, and I was like, fuck yeah, tater tots. Tater tots is not a good move. They had been sitting there for the better half of the decade.
And they probably sat in your stomach and gonna sit there for a decade.
No, dude, I ate like 3 of them, and I was like, I can't fucking eat these.
Oh.
They were like, have you ever eaten a fry that has been in the fryer for 4 years, and it's just basically crunch?
Yeah. There's nothing actually left
like,
inside. It's just the outside shell.
There's no substance left in the entire thing.
You chip a tooth trying to bite through it.
Yeah, it's all just crunchy. That's how all of these were.
Oh, that sucks.
Man.
Get your hopes up.
But they looked perfect, which is where I'm kind of also, we kind of tie that into that story where it's like they looked fucking perfect.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I wouldn't fucking eat those to save my life.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that goes back to people making stuff.
Yeah.
There's food and there's Instagram food, and just because it's not saying that we don't and we can't make food that looks good and tastes good.
Sure, but a lot of times when you do so much to it, and you want to make it that perfect
photo,
picture perfect photo, it's like, okay, there's a lot of work to do to this, and it's probably going to be cold by the time I'm done.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Well, and that's like, if you ever look at like some of these guys, like when they get done and they, have a burger with all of this other stuff around it and all of this stuff, and it's like,
yeah,
the time you had to get all that stuff basically set beforehand because the burger's going to cook the fastest.
Yeah.
And how good's the rest of it by the time you cook the burger? Because it's all sitting there and you're trying not to put it out and you don't want like greenery wilting and shit like that.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And most of us don't have, I'll call it, a culinary assistant to be building things.
Do that.
Well, you're cooking the final product.
Yeah. And that, I mean, shit, how many guys, I've talked to so many guys that are like, yeah, I'll put all this shit together for a photo. And then you take the photo and then you take it all apart and you fucking remake what you're going to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you put this huge, like, thing together and then it's like.
And I think that's one thing you and I have both ended up at is, if my food looks good, I'm taking a picture regardless, but the food I'm cooking is because I'm eating it.
Yeah.
Now, do I say, hey, I want to cook this? Yes, but it's still food I'm going to eat. It's still food.
So the funny thing is, like, so we were in LaPorte, Indiana today,
Yeah.
which no one knows where the fuck that is. Let's be honest. It's middle of nowhere.
I got no idea. So.
And I've never actually been there, and so it's 2 hours away from us. It's like middle of nowhere, Indiana.
Well, that's kind of
Like,
Indiana, isn't it?
yeah, pretty much. Except for Gary, Indiana, the city that proves that you can beat your children into success.
Okay.
That's where the Jacksons are from.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're from Gary, Indiana. It's proof you can beat your children into success.
Well, inbred state.
Pretty much, yeah. So like I'm looking up food. So I go on Google Maps and just type in food. So it just gives you the list of fucking restaurants and shit like that, right? And
your choices were Applebee's, Chili's, and Olive Garden?
No, actually, there was like no chains.
Wow.
There were like no chain restaurants at all. So we're like going through and it's like, oh, it's this restaurant, it's this restaurant, it's this one. I'm like, we're trying to figure out. I'm like, well, what do you like? Kind of like, what do you want? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we ended up going to this bar and grill. Food wasn't bad. I got a burger. Amanda got a burger. One of our friends got a like a BLT type thing.
Yeah.
And Ember got food and she ate. So I was like,
perfect.
Great.
Done.
Works. And it wasn't expensive.
That's
it was like $50 for all like me, Amanda, and the kid. And we both had 2 to 3 beers.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Weirdest pricing I've ever seen on a menu, though. Bless you.
Thank you.
Guess how much a bottle of Yingling was?
I mean, around here, you're $5.
It was less, but most places when you go somewhere, like you look at the price, and for bottles of beer, it's usually like an even number, right?
Yeah.
Usually like $3 a bottle, $4 a bottle,
yeah,
$3.50 for special,
yeah,
whatever special. No, $3.12.
12, like fucking round it up to fucking 350 and be done.
Or round it to $3.25.
Yeah. Like why
$3.12?
Why do you want to figure that out?
I don't know.
That's the problem, is somebody figured it out and went, this is exactly what we're going to charge.
Really held that 33% food cost.
Yeah.
Because all the food was priced weird too.
Yeah.
My burger wasn't like $12.50. It was like $12.64.
Indie math.
Yeah. Like we were so Haley asked for a cup of ranch.
Yeah.
52 cents for the ranch. Not 50, but 52. What?
Are they hoping to be so confusing that people just tip them better because they're annoyed?
I don't know.
Is weird.
I don't know. But 52 cents for a cup of ranch? I understand 50.
Yeah.
I understand 75.
Oh, no.
I don't understand 52.
Yeah. No, charging 50 cents or 75 cents for the cup, I get it. Like, I'm not going to get upset about that. That's fine.
It's just the weirdness of, like, their pricing.
Yeah. Like, that makes no...
Okay, I think.
This place does that because when taxes come out, it makes the bill an even number.
Okay, I didn't look that deeply into it.
But even then, you'd have to figure it out.
That's a lot of fucking like um it's a lot of fucking Rain Man math.
To figure out every meal or to figure out every bit everything you sell. So that way it's we'll say so your $3.12 turns out to $3.25.
But there's no way that you can figure it all out because the combinations of it are endless.
Yeah.
Because every time you have another beer, the tax will change.
Yeah. Well, and
Every
that's
time.
and your tax rate isn't even this. No, I've never had horse meat.
Where did you have smoked horse meat? You know what? Actually, don't answer that question. Um,
Yeah, can't say I've had horse meat.
you had Burger King.
Yeah, same difference.
Uh, but yeah, so we went to this like place, and it was the like honestly,
Yeah, we know it's been in the US, that's for sure.
you like walk where we were at though, like we were in like a neighborhood, and it was just like restaurant.
So it's probably started by somebody that's wife told him to get the hell out of the house.
I don't know. I'm assuming it's all locals, but like we went off the pictures and everything. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm coming back to. But like we were, I was when we were scrolling through it and looking at pictures. I was like, there was a McDonald's, so like that's the only like that's one of the big chains that came up. But I'm like, damn. I'm like they had a breakfast sandwich on it. I'm like that looks so good. I'm like who? Because I thought it was maybe like because on like Google you get the reviews so people can leave pictures. So I'm like, who the fuck took that good of a picture of a McDonald's sandwich that
Yeah.
McDonald's posted that? Like those don't ever look that good because they're like,
Yeah.
take your sandwich.
Yeah. Why is the roll when you see the commercial, the roll is like this tall, and when you get it, it's flattened to this?
Yeah, because they fucking like squish it down,
Yeah.
fucking throw it at you, throw the fucking fries upside down in the bag. They're like, fuck it.
Yeah. Hey, it could be like
Yeah,
Five Guys. You ever been to a Five Guys
yeah.
fries? The way they do it, they if you ever watch how they do it, they actually have a
Yeah, they
little.
just put it in the bag, right?
Well, no, they you have a container, and then they have another little container that sits above the like where they scoop the fries. So they'll
Yeah.
scoop a regular size fry, put it in the bag, then they'll take that container, basically do a scoop with that, and that's what they dump in on top.
Yeah, it's
And
very
they
good.
just dump this giant pile.
Of
Like,
fucking fries.
yeah, like I'll get so like if I go there for lunch for like me and my father at the shop, I buy the size smaller fry
Because they're going to give you
because
more
that
anyways.
extra fry is that we'll say it's an extra like small fry that they dump on top of it.
You're billed for it, don't worry.
I trust me, I know I am.
Because Five Guys is not cheap.
No, no, it is not. It's good burgers, but
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's not
actually the
cheap.
fries
Like
are really good.
they're like, what do you want? Cool, that's gonna be $47. Like I ordered a
Yep.
double cheeseburger. And they were like, yeah, that's cool.
What's meat costs right now?
So I'll go through that. So ribs have come down. Uh, I'm getting like if I get St. Louis spares already cut down, I can get them at I want to say 279 a pound.
That's not bad at all.
I could be
Comparatively.
wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're 279 a pound right now. They were almost $4
Yeah.
a while ago. They were almost $4 a pound. They were $3.99 to be exact. They never hit 4, but they hit that $3.99 marker. Um, Pork butts just went down. My pork butts went back down to $1.98 a pound, which is fantastic. They were $2.68, which is a big difference, right?
Yep.
Brisket's still sitting at $3.89 or
I just say it's like, because that was the last
$3.90-ish.
thing I bought was brisket, and yeah, it was like $3.90 I think here.
If you want to go for prime brisket, you're looking at $4.12 a pound on prime. Yeah, like I said, the what's it called just came down, and pork butts for me just came down last week.
Yeah.
So they just released that last week. Those pricings on last week. Chicken thighs, I'm still over 2. I haven't bought chicken thighs in a little bit, but I think the last time I think it was $2.89 a pound.
Yeah.
They stopped carrying prime brisket. Really? Okay, that's interesting.
Huh.
My Costco's
And
only carry prime briskets.
the Hooker Brewery cook was awesome. Came out really good, and even for them not having a ton of people. So
Pork belly is over 4 a pound right now. Wings,
I don't even want to
if you
know.
can get good wings, that's the problem. I can get shit party wings
Yeah.
for $2.25 a pound, but they're garbage, right? If you want good wings, you're looking at almost $3 a pound.
Wow.
They're just
Again,
not available.
yeah.
They're just not there.
Again, the food that was
Like two,
garbage food that we cook, which was
yeah,
originally garbage food, is now
yeah.
so stupidly expensive.
It was like I think wings, like good wings, were $2.89 a pound,
Yeah.
which is damn near almost $3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting great party wings. I mean, I'm getting shit party wings, like little ones, um, just not quality.
The
Uh,
little ones that are like gnarly.
yeah, that you look at and you're like, this chicken was fucking 2 days old when it died. Like, fuck me.
Yeah. Yeah, it is weird how much it changes. But look at gas prices change town by town.
They do. I mean, you boys don't drive diesel, so I won't ask you what the diesel price is up by you guys. Or at least, Matt, I don't think you drive diesel.
I don't. I know I don't. Gas is
No, I know
bad
you
enough up
don't.
here.
But like, I mean, diesel just went down here to like 4.80. But in Indiana today, diesel was fucking 5.19. It's a big fucking difference.
Yeah.
And I don't know if diesel went down or is a little bit lower where I am right now, because we have 2 technical like truck stops by us. And they do have a decent amount of trucks that go through it. So maybe
Yeah.
they're able to keep their price down a little bit more because they're fucking
Moving it
purchasing. Yeah,
because they're
but
moving
I don't
so
know.
much.
Yeah, it's just garbage though.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. Um, and each market kind of determines what you're getting, right? The pork butts we've been seeing lately have been pretty small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
But the pork butts we've been getting have been relatively small, which I don't like. I like cooking big boys.
Why?
It's easier.
Why? What are you getting? Like 9-pounders now instead of 12s?
we getting nines are struggles.
Oh,
Getting in the nines, like we're getting eights, like we're in the mid eights,
oh,
which is like, I mean, it sucks.
yeah.
I'm cooking 2 extra shoulders. You know what I mean?
To make up the
To make
difference.
up the weight. Because if I was getting 12 pounders, that's 24 pounds going in.
Yeah.
Not bad. Really.
Huh. I don't do BJ's or Costco. I do Sam's Club
Yeah,
and
Pete.
Restaurant Depot.
I'm
So
gonna
I
say,
use those are the two I go to. Um,
now, do you
but
have Costco by you?
there's there they were supposed to be built. There's one like 40, like a half hour, 45 away.
But not like there's not a Costco near you that's like, hey,
Yeah.
I can go to Costco in
Yeah, they were supposed to build
15 minutes.
one. They were supposed to build one the next town over, and then pandemic.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised they didn't build a Costco because of the
I think they
you know
didn't
what I
because
mean?
of the cost of materials.
Material. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. See,
shit,
I like
people were
Sam's Club a
fucking.
lot.
See, I like Costco for certain things. I use both.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of money at both. Uh, now, it just depends.
Now you don't have any.
Costco.
Now, do you have anything like Restaurant Depot by you, or
Do I?
yeah?
Yeah, I have Restaurant Depot, but I consider Restaurant Depot to be the ghetto Costco. Uh,
Uh,
and it's not close to me.
yeah.
The closest Restaurant Depot I have from me, I pass 2 Costcos to get to.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
like, realistically, if you gotta go to Costco,
Yeah.
or if you gotta go to Restaurant Depot, if Costco has it,
Yeah.
at that point, like depending, even if the price difference is, even if it's like 10 cents per pound, depending on what I'm getting, sometimes it's not worth me driving
Driving there. Yeah. Yeah.
to
What?
to Costco or
Yeah.
to Restaurant
Restaurant
Depot,
Depot.
right?
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, aluminum foil. The stuff for aluminum is getting ridiculous. Like
so
even Restaurant Depot, actually, I bought it. I bought pans, and then I had to buy more pans like 3 weeks later, and they're like, "Well, you already bought pans this month." I'm like, "Huh?"
yeah,
I was like,
it's
"You're
funny how it works.
rationing fucking foil pans?"
Commercially, we go through a million of them. Uh,
Yeah,
have you noticed the heavy duty foil though? Like the Reynolds Wrap heavy duty restaurant grade?
yeah,
It's got thin.
has it. I don't use theirs. I actually use Sam's Club's foil.
Yeah,
Um, I like that one, and part of the reason I like it, the box it's in is actually really nice. Like it's a
yeah. No,
strong
it's the
box.
same. It's the same kind of
Yeah,
box. The box is fine. It's the
but I have not
the
played with the
foils.
Reynolds one.
The foil's gotten thinner. It used to be like when you pull it out and like rip one,
Yeah,
you would feel like that. I don't know how to
yeah.
explain it. Like
This is the
rip
pull on
regular
it. So
foil,
yeah,
rip regular foil, and then go get a restaurant grade foil and pull that one. It's thicker.
yeah.
Like there's something there. You know what I mean? There's something to it. That's gotten thinner. The foil pans have gotten thinner.
Oh yes, very much.
Um, and they just don't hold the weight anymore.
No, you used to never have to think about putting like a baking sheet underneath one to carry it or to do something, and now you think about it.
I'm using two foil pans for a lot of my shoulders.
Yeah, just to stiffen it up.
Just to stiffen it up, just so they don't cave on me. You know what I mean? Especially if I do get big boy shoulders and I have, 24 pounds in them,
Yeah,
you gotta use double foil pans.
yeah.
But man, that sucks. Racks are hard to find, like the cheap catering racks that you kind of just give away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The wire racks, not the
Yeah.
nice ones, but just like the cheap wire ones where it's like, oh, I have an office catering and I need sternos. Cool. I'm not coming back to pick that shit up. You can keep it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Here's this one's. This is a 2 hour fucking burn. Here's a wire rack. Have a nice day.
exactly. Like,
Don't forget to throw some water in the pan before you put the other pan in.
yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, here you go.
Yeah.
2 hour burn.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Yep.
But those are getting hard to find. I can get butcher paper, but I'm ordering off Webstaurant Depot. Or not Webstaurant Depot, off Web Restaurant. So I pay for the subscription for Web Restaurant and I get all my paper products through it.
Okay. So your serving boats, your napkins, all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just easier.
Yeah.
And then I can get, and I also get my pasta through there.
Oh, they have the one you like, so you're not scrounging through Walmart's.
Yep.
I remember those nights. I remember getting those messages. Yep, I'm in Walmart. I just bought every fucking box of noodle that they had.
Yep. I had to. So, yes, their shipping costs are ridiculous, but see, I pay the $99 a month to be a member. And
He gets the Amazon Prime version.
yeah, basically, I'm paid. Yeah, I get the Prime version of it, and it just makes sense. Like, dude, there's times where I'll put in an order, and it'll be like $400 for shipping, and it's like free shipping. Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great, that's fucking 4 months worth of
stuff that he uses.
I mean?
He uses in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I order like 120 pounds of pasta at a time, raw pasta.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly. What is your wife posting?
I have no idea.
I don't know. She just posted something on Facebook. It just popped up.
That's probably like Ember from today.
Yeah, that's
hey,
what I figured.
Matt, you know what you can do? Here's a little life hack. So they'll allow you to sign up once a year for their Prime membership for a free month. You just have to cancel it before the month's over. And I know a lot of guys, what they'll do is they will sign up and they will put a huge order together.
And then
if it's stuff that can't go anywhere,
Well, that's good.
That is good, yes. There's very few places I can get that here. One of my buddy's butcher shops is one of them, though, so that's a nice one.
Butcher shops. You haven't done any classes in a while.
I've not. We were supposed to do one, and I think it just fell through. So, and I actually got to text my buddy Mark. So we were at. It's funny how it's such a small world, right?
Yeah.
we're at a brewery, so we're doing another brew. We're doing a brew collab with Skeleton Key, which is a badass brewery out here. We're doing a smoked wheat beer, smoked fruited wheat. So we're gonna smoke the fruit.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're gonna smoke apricot, and I believe we're doing blackberry.
Could be interesting.
So it should be a really good one. We're hoping the beer comes out like almost like violet pink, ish type color. Should be a cool color. So, we started the collab on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and we're at the brewery, whatever. Get a phone call, or I don't get a phone call, but Emily, one of the owners, gets a phone call. And she's like, "Oh yeah," she's like, "No problem. You can." She's like, "Hold on, let me make sure with John, who's the head brewer, that we don't need it today, but you totally should be able to come clean your kegs here." So the guy that she's on the phone with, I guess their keg cleaner broke as he was going to clean kegs.
Yeah.
A part just popped, and he's like, "Fuck, I need these kegs cleaned because I have to keg beer for distributing." Well, it ends up there's a farm in Illinois. It's called Slagle Farm. They do a lot of a lot of beef and a lot of pork. But
Okay.
the cool thing that they do with their pork is they allow the pigs to basically free reign and eat berries and eat all like
Yeah. Fruit and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a giant, basically enclosed area.
Yeah.
And
Morning, wherever you are.
morning, I guess. And they're known for their like high quality meat and all that shit. And I'm a big fan of Slagle Farms.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what they said. I can't remember his first name, but they're like blah blah Slagle.
You're like, what?
And I'm like, wait. I'm like from Slagle Farms?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. How the fuck do you know Slagle Farms? Like, well, and then like they stopped. And like, never mind. They're like, you're a meat nerd. So they're like, yeah. Charcoal has gone up. Yes. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, so is he like? They're like, yeah. They own a brewery and they own Slagle Farms. He's the head brewer there is like the kid of the guy that owns Slagle. He would be the next like guy to take over if
Yeah.
I'm like, that's insane. So like it's so funny. Like I got to meet him.
I was just saying,
Like,
so did you make sure you stuck around till he got there?
Yeah. But unfortunately, we had to like leave right as he got there because he was running late. And it was like, man, fuck. But he was like, yeah, dude. He's like, come down anytime you want. He's like, we'll show you everything. And I'm like, awesome. He's like, plus you can have beer. I was like,
even better.
Yeah, right. So I just thought it was great because I didn't know that the brewery that he's from. Well, no, I didn't know that they were like connected to Slagle.
Yeah.
Type thing. You know what I mean? You don't always. I don't read into breweries always that deep. But it was just crazy because then it's like
you're just like, well, it's beer, it's good.
Yeah, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, these guys, like, it's like such a small connection.
Yeah. Well, no, and that's, I mean, just the people that in the barbecue world, it's weird how small it is and how crazy. Like, oh, you know that person? Wait, yeah, no, I know that person. I hung out with that one.
What's up, buddy? Italy.
Sweet.
Yeah. How's the pizza?
You're such an asshole.
What? Good fucking thin crust pizza from Italy. Fucking balls on. What is it? Italy has the only like real like pizza certification school. Like to get certified, like a pizza, whatever, like to teach it, you have to go to Italy and
That's
take
cool.
like their courses. Yeah.
So I
it's
take it your buddy's been there?
yeah, there's only like there's not that many people like that have that certification in the world.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's cool.
And in order to teach that like a certain class, you have to have that certification to teach that class.
That's cool.
So that's all I know.
That's pizza, not barbecue. Not my forte.
Yeah, not my forte.
I will eat it and
Not
I
my
will
monkey.
enjoy it.
Not my monkey. Not my circus.
Mike's usually the monkey. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
I'm just the pit master. I don't own it.
That's all I say. Did I just run this? I don't know shit.
I just cook the stuff.
Yep.
Oh.
Cook it. But yeah,
Now,
we're
what do you-
supposed to smoke next week. We're supposed to smoke the fruit, so that should be fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, that goes.
Now, what do you got for pop-ups next week?
We're in all breweries. We kind of have a light weekend. A lot of breweries. I don't even know where the fuck we are.
Now, is the trailer stuff starting to slow down, or you're still chugging with that?
Yeah, trailer's starting to slow down. It'll probably get winterized sooner than later. I had a small scare Friday night.
Did you almost burn it down?
No, it was supposed to get down to like 29 degrees.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the amount of time that it's going to be there, you probably would have been fine.
Well, they were saying that it was supposed to be 29 from like midnight to like 7. It's going to take time for it to cool, obviously.
Yeah,
But
it's gonna have to cool it down, then freeze it.
yeah. It was definitely like Saturday morning when I got on the trailer and I looked, because we have a clock that has a thermometer on it.
Yeah.
Because it was cheap. I don't know. I don't know what that just said.
Just saw one of my freezers went tits up. All big meat is still frozen. Stuff indoors, defrosted. But cold temp gun says it's still 27 degrees. What do you think?
That sucks. It's still saying how long is? I would fucking put it in a different freezer.
Yeah, I'd be moving it. I'd be finding a buddy with a freezer or something and start moving it.
I mean, yeah, it's technically not frozen anymore, but it should be okay. I mean, it's okay to eat. It's still at safe temps.
Yeah.
You haven't hit like.
Yeah. And part of the reason they tell you not to thaw something and refreeze it is because the water molecules, the ice can shred up the cells in the meat.
Correct.
It's not that it's not that it's necessarily unsafe. It just is not going to be as good.
Yeah. And it's, as long as you keep it at temperatures,
Then you're fine.
you're perfectly fine. If it was staying at like 55,
Yeah.
it's in there.
Yeah.
But so when I got on the trailer, it was definitely 34 degrees at 8 in the morning.
Oof.
So I mean, it was cold.
Yeah.
And my
Now,
fridge was sitting at like 40. Not on.
not on.
Yeah.
Save it, buddy. Now, what do you do once you winterize that trailer? So you basically, once you do that, the water cooker's toast and you're done using it for the year?
Yep. But we slow down so much in the winter that
Yeah, I'm sure
the
gravity can keep up.
yeah, we just slow down so much. It's just uh the water. One of the things on the water cooker. One of the fucking what's oh my god, I can't even think right now. The handles.
Yeah,
Just I don't know if it's because of a bump we hit or what. It like popped over a little bit, so I think I gotta fix it a little bit. I don't know if there's pressure.
that's weird.
Yeah, well, it's my life. So
And speaking
what are
of
we doing?
those, any more back from our buddy?
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Well, he's like, send me the lid and we'll refinish it. I'm like, I can't send you the lid.
Yeah, I need it.
I need the lid. Like,
I need the cooker.
can't. Yeah.
Send
So
me a new lid and I'll send you this one back.
yeah. What's a good price for smoked turkey and smoked ham? Are you looking to purchase by the pound? Are you looking to purchase whole birds, or whole hams? What? Give me a little bit more. Give me more detail.
You like
Sorry.
asking like because you're gonna sell it, like what you think you should be selling it for?
Or yeah, that's another good question.
Yeah.
I got more
I mean,
questions.
I
Sorry.
get it. We are rapidly approaching the holiday season, which we will do because I think it's a good idea, and we usually do this every year. We will go over next month. We will go over the holiday foods. Knox, good luck.
Good luck, Knox. Uh, so
Like selling them, or what you should be
I
paying for.
sell. If I'm selling a 12 to 14 pound bird, I'm I'm at like $125 now. That's what I'm assuming for this year. We
Yeah,
used to be 100, but I think it's going to be a little closer to 120, 125 this year if we do it, because the price of birds have gone up.
yeah.
Now hams. Yeah, 60 is way too cheap.
Yeah.
60
And
is like you're not making any money at $60. Because let's say let's say you get your bird for $2 a pound, roughly.
yeah.
You're at let's say it's a 14-pound bird, you're at $28 for just your material. Not even your material, just your fucking
Bird. Just the meat. Just the
Just the meat.
protein.
Add
Not
rub,
counting
add
wood.
wood cost, and time.
Yep.
You're already at almost 50% food cost, which is restaurant suicide.
Yeah.
You cannot make a turn a profit.
Yeah.
At all.
Nope. Because all it takes is one screw up at that price point.
Yeah.
Toast.
Yeah. I think my hams, if I'm not wrong, I think I do hams for about $100, depending on the size of the ham.
Yeah.
I usually get like 10-pound hams.
Yeah.
If I can get 10-pound hams, I do them for about $100. About $10 a pound.
Yeah.
I feel like it's fair.
Yeah. So he's getting them for under $10, and he does 14 to 16 pounders.
What kind of birds are you getting for under $10? First of all, that's terrifying.
Unless you're waiting for like the crazy sales just before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but are you getting like Jenny O's, like fucking birds that have been fucking frozen since February?
Yep.
I'm being like, that's what those are.
Yeah.
Butterball, they're frozen since fucking February. They kill them in January and freeze them in fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, shit. I don't cook those. I cook a little bit higher quality of a bird. So we charge more. You know, and I think we get a better quality turkey.
And now you're cooking them ahead and wrapping them and giving to them with instructions on how to reheat, right?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. We tried doing like the hot turkeys.
Yeah.
Everyone was asking for reheat instructions. Everyone. Because people eat at so many different times. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people that are like, oh, well, we have Thanksgiving dinner at 1. We have Thanksgiving dinner at 4.
Yeah.
You can't keep the fucking turkey hot for.
Yeah. And that's why I have a couple people I do it for. And like the deal is they come, I cook at my sister's house. They come there and pick them up. They're hot. But there's a couple people, it's not, I don't put it out there.
Yeah.
It's a couple people that came to me and they're like, we really like your food. Can you what can we do?
But trying to do like the logistics of like, I mean, one year we did 57 turkeys.
Yeah. To do that logistically. Yeah.
Logistically, like, we use a local farm by us. We use a local turkey farm, my friend. It's like fucking starts with an H. Shit. I would have to look it up. My friend, message me, I'll look it up. My brain's not working. I've been up for too many hours and
you've been up too long and not alcohol.
Yeah. Well, I'm drinking, but I'm just not
not enough.
Cheer competition. No. But
Wow, 30 turkeys and 30 hams. Nice.
That's awesome, dude. That's fucking awesome.
It's a
We don't do as many
bird.
hams for Thanksgiving because we just don't get asked for it. I don't know. We just don't. Not as many people. Like we advertised that we're gonna do hams, and we just never got that. I don't know if it's just where we're at that people don't want them or what.
Yeah. They just want the
Um,
traditional
yeah, they just want the traditional ham or traditional turkey. Sorry.
turkey.
Now what we did offer was turkey breasts one year. Those went over really well. Where we just did the breasts
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people like
It, mom and dad, the kids are gone, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, they're not going this year. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. They don't need
whatever.
all the rest
They
of
don't
that.
need a whole goddamn turkey. During COVID, during COVID actually, we did we literally did we did like Thanksgiving meals. And we threw them into like a meal package where we did like mac and cheese, cornbread, turkey. You got smoked turkey and
Basically in all the side dishes.
we did like two side dishes.
But I mean,
We did like roasted
but you
veggies.
get
Yeah,
basically you supplied the whole dinner.
yeah. We supplied it, and what we did is we sold them in pairs. So it was like, I think we made it like it was like $35 for a pair. So it came out to like $17 a person
Yeah,
type thing.
that's
And I
not
was like,
bad.
yeah, if there's anything you want to add, like if you want to add like something small to it by yourself, it's like, oh, I want some corn, or we want fucking, I don't know, like some other dish that we didn't offer. It was easy
Yeah,
to make like a small dish and be like, cool, well, that was my Thanksgiving dinner. And since it was COVID and like people weren't really going anywhere,
made it nice.
you know what I mean? We sold so many of those fucking things.
I believe it.
And it was ridiculous. That year, I did more turkey than I think I've ever done before. Because we had to, like, we gave you 2 pounds of turkey, which is a pound a person, which
Yeah.
is more than enough fucking turkey. Let me tell you. Fucking insane.
Now, didn't you do for one of your butchers? Didn't you do turkeys for them one year?
Yeah. Bailed him out of that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I do not. I don't brine my birds. Mainly because I don't have enough refrigeration to brine our birds. Just really don't. We bailed out one of them. We had that year I think I did like 40 birds for him.
Yeah.
And then I had like 36 on my own. Fucking 70 turkeys.
That's fucking nuts.
It was a god awful amount of turkeys.
Yeah.
Do I inject? No. No. Come out juicy and pink.
That's how Mike
That is
liked
the
it.
one thing. That is the one thing we had to like educate too on.
Yeah.
Turkey's cooked, but it's pink.
That smoke ring.
Yeah.
What it's gonna look like. Like it's the worst thing about doing any kind of poultry.
Yeah.
because so many people have had it beat into their heads. It's got to be white. It's if it's pink, it's not done.
Yeah.
No, it's temperature determines whether it's done or not.
Yeah. But the chicken's pink. There's a pink ring. Yes. I understand that. There is a pink ring. Yeah.
You are correct. There is.
But that happens from smoking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you're never going to get away from it. Especially after like first-time customers. You're going to get a lot of that on first-time customers that have never had a smoked turkey before. Or like, they're like, oh, well, this is something new that we want to try.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a smoked turkey. And it's like, okay, cool. Sounds fantastic. Just so you know, like I always give them, like, just so you know, like the pink is a smoke ring.
Yeah. 100%. Like, here you go. This is what you're going to find. Do not call me and tell me I didn't cook your turkey. Because I did.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I haven't tried, and I know a buddy of mine has, and he said it was really good, was he smoked one.
And then deep fried the fucker.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, it has to be the same as like deep fried, like smoked wings.
Yeah.
Gotta be damn near the same.
Yeah. That was one of I still say that was one of my favorite things when I worked at the restaurant because we did those netted turkeys. Well, they were still had skin. Well, a lot of times the skin would I'll say as I was slicing the slices, would kind of come off. So I would literally take the chunks off. I would take a chunk of it off and I would throw it over the open fire on the grate.
So it would
and crisp it up. But it had, still had good fat on the backside. Oh,
yeah.
That was my biggest snack that I would eat.
So when we did the chicken wings for this wedding, we had two people that were like, the chicken's pink, and I was like, yeah, smoke.
No shit.
Always pulled pork. I hate pulled beef. I don't mind eating pulled beef. I mean, like, I'm fucking making pulled beef. I'm very much over that.
Brisket. Just do chopped brisket.
Yeah. But some people don't want to pay for brisket. They don't want to pay the brisket price.
Yeah, but getting a chuck roast to do pulled beef isn't that much cheaper.
It's not at all. Chuck roasts right now are like $6 a pound here.
Yeah. So
what I do is I'll get beef like shoulders.
I was gonna say a shoulder clod.
Yeah, I'll get a shoulder clod and why are you busting in here, Ash? Good night, baby. I love you.
Good night.
Okay. You should have showered earlier. Ash, get out. Go away, Ash. Ash is being mean to me. Take her. Take this devil dog. Jesus Christ, psychopath dog. What do I charge for brisket by the pound?
For prime.
Roughly a little north of $30.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right now, that kind of fucking varies because fucking the meat prices vary.
We're right around $30 a pound. I did have one lady that was like, so we're thinking about, we're looking for a family reunion in 2024. Do you have a card? I'd like to get pricing. And it was like, you can't fucking get pricing for 2024.
Yeah.
But they won't give pricing for fucking 2023 fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, fuck that noise. I don't know where the fuck anything's going to go.
Wants to know what you said to him when they said the chicken's wings are pink.
We smoked them. That was my response.
That's what happens.
And when somebody tells me, well, I've had smoked chicken wings before and they never had pink in them. I go, I understand that. I go, but you probably didn't have real wood smoke
Yeah. You had pellets.
because real wood smoke does that.
Yep. Yeah, if you're charging $18, yeah.
You're charging $18 for, dude, how are you making any money?
Yeah.
Like, I'm being very nice right now. How the fuck are you making any money?
I
Are
like
you
how
doing
good
this as like a side hustle? Like, or is this like your like daily
they
grind? I'm charging $18 a pound for brisket. I'll just stay home and jerk off. I'll feel better.
at least you get a little relief when you're done.
Oh, I have to. So we did a we did a church thing, and they don't want to pay our invoice
You to
now.
narrate my life. You ask yourself if
So
you should stay home and jerk off. Okay.
I mean, so we did a church, right? And they went over by 20 people. Now they don't want to pay the invoice. Um,
God told them they didn't have to.
I don't know what God's wrong. Okay, let me tell you, they're paying my fucking invoice. But they told me they're not going to pay my invoice. Or one of the guys told me he won't pay it. Then the preacher was like, "Give me like 2 days. I'm going to figure out how to pay this." Okay, I don't care if it's your credit card, motherfucker. I don't care.
Yeah.
Um, he got all like mad at me. I was on the phone with him. He got all like flustered, and he's like, "You're swearing at me." I'm like, "I swear at everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are."
If I didn't swear at you, that would mean you were special.
Yeah. He's like, "Well, you know." I'm like, "No, I don't know. Please tell me, sir.
Yeah.
What makes you feel like you don't have to pay my invoice?" And there's no. His response was, "Well, if it was a regular catering, you wouldn't have known how many people we fed off of it. But you've done this before, haven't you? You shady fucking asshole."
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if it was a regular catering,
I would
you're
have
right. I
gone.
wouldn't have. No, you're right. I wouldn't have known how many people you, but I wouldn't have fucking sat at your church on a Sunday. I got better shit to do.
Yeah. You wanted me to come out here like this
And
and
not to
serve
mention,
it.
like, I always have shares, my friend. I actually do have a decent amount of shares still. Um, but the guy's like, he's like, there's really nothing you can do. You're cute. Anyone ever see the NWA movie when Ice Cube doesn't get paid?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna show up to service. I saw your whole congregation.
They're going to know who I am when I walk in.
No, but here's the thing. There ain't one motherfucker there that is gonna come even close to me and try to stop me.
Yeah. I told you I want this live streamed.
Can't do that.
At least to me.
Oh, that's incriminating evidence. Sure, just don't get rich by spending. Dude, I don't. It's $200. Like, honestly, it's not like.
At this point, it's not the money.
It's not the money. It's the principle of you being a piece of shit human.
Yeah.
I do. You right or left-handed? I have both, actually. Good question.
Did Mike keep his case when he left?
No, I sent that fucker back. So I used to carry around like the case that I would carry around. I would have anywhere between $75,000 and $110,000 worth of shears on me.
Jesus.
At any given moment. I used to fly with that shit. Dude, I used to fly with it, and I would carry them all on.
And they would let you?
Yeah. As long as from fulcrum to tip it's under 4.5 inches, they're perfectly fine. So there were certain pairs I couldn't, but there were definitely pairs that, like, from fulcrum to tip,
yeah,
are shorter than 4 inches. I had a lady bust out like TSA. She's like, I don't think these are all short enough. And I was like, start measuring, bitch, but I got to be on a plane in 20 minutes, so let's do this shit.
Yeah.
Go for it. Started measuring. The funny thing is, like, we've gone through, like, fuck, dude, I've been through TSA so many goddamn times. There's times where I've gone through TSA where, like, our bag goes off. They put it through like 3 or 4 times, and like, we can't figure out what the fuck it is. Blah, 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 blah. And then, like, we'll get there, and like, I'll look through my bag and be like, fuck, fuck's in my bag? Straight razors, fucking razor blades. Because, dude, you're coming from a hair show. You're not thinking. You're like, pack your shit, let's go.
Go. Yeah.
I mean, there's times where, like, we were, like, there's been shows where, like, because we have to fly out to somewhere else, like, the show goes till 5:30. I'll end that show at 5. I'll leave. My flight's at 6:30.
Yeah.
Airport's half an hour away. Let's go. You making that flight? Absolutely. Let's go. Certain airport, like, I know the airports I can get through, or I did. Quickly. I knew the airports I could get through quickly. Like, New York was never one of those.
Neither is Chicago.
Oh no, fuck yeah, dude! I could get through Chicago quick. I used to show up for like 6:15 flights at like 5:45, and I was on them. I was good. People would be like freaking out. They're like, "We're gonna miss the flight." I'm like, "No, we're good. Don't worry about it. We got time." I'm like, "Dude, I can still stop and get a water." Oh, nice. The worst is when you get like when you travel enough, and you start traveling enough to where airport pricing no longer shocks you.
Yeah.
You're like, "Yeah, I want a bottle of water there. That's $5." You're like, "Yeah, no problem."
Yeah, you're not like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. When you're like, oh, yeah, the $5 bottle of water. Yeah, that's normal. And they're like, what? It's not fucking normal. Like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Airport pricing.
Well,
or like,
no, we're basic. I know you've had a long day. We're basically at our 2 hours.
We're at our 2 hours, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning on in. We will be back next week. Ember does have another cheer competition. I don't know if I'm going to live through it. So send beer, please. Lots of it.
Other stuff or other substances.
Yeah, seriously. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we probably will. We usually do that. Will. That's one we usually do, and we usually do like a holiday gift one. So
yeah, yep. definitely do a turkey smoking episode. And I think we can do some interesting. We can talk about spatchcocking turkeys. I don't know if anyone wants to do that this year. Personally, I prefer a spatchcock turkey. I think even for presentation on the table, it looks prettier.
I do it as much because it's the only way it fits in my cooker.
Okay, but I just think it looks prettier on the plate.
Yeah.
Like sprawled out. Maybe that's just me.
You like it spread.
What? I missed that.
I said you like it spread.
I do, yes. But yeah, we'll do a bunch of them. Just follow the page. If you're not following Barbecue Chat, follow Barbecue Chat. You're gonna be able to see what we're talking about. If you have ideas for episodes, want us to talk about, please share them with us.
Send us a DM. Let us know.
Yep.
We'll be happy. And we're always looking for ideas for topics.
Yeah. Sometimes we stay on them. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes it is what it is. What'd you say?
You said sometimes you just get what you get.
Sometimes you get what you fucking get. I don't know. That's it. That's all I know. Peace.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Later.